Welcome to the Famous for Nothing podcast. We're back, and it's actually been a while since I've done a podcast. It's been about a whole month.
Really?
Yeah.
Like an actual 30-day month?
Yeah, I think so. This is the longest I've gone without recording a podcast. I took off a weekend for a festival, which I knew that was going to end up happening at some point. Didn't really plan ahead on that. But before that, we did try to do a podcast here, and my son ended up going to ended up going to Children's Hospital while on the podcast,
running 103.
Yeah, he got a bad temperature, and I just had to leave, so didn't finish that one. And then another weekend, I actually broke my finger. So fuck you guys. I straight up broke my middle finger. So yeah. I've gotten excuses. I could have still probably done a podcast, but it's just been a little bit more hectic than normal. But I'm back and I'm here with Nick.
There you go. That's what's up.
So what you been up to, man?
I've been living and breathing, trying to find work, trying to find something to do. When you're not busy working.
Yeah, I'm working all the time. That's my thing too. I am constantly working, and when I'm not working, I'm just so tired. I'm so tired. Like, we've been watching Ozark, me and my girlfriend.
Is it good?
It's so good, dude.
I haven't started it. I'm hearing it's really good, but we quit Netflix, so we're trying to do other things.
Well, yeah.
Is it a reason to get Netflix back?
Yeah.
Okay.
Because you can binge watch it, you know?
Yeah.
So, yeah, well, I think this is it of Ozark. I think this is the final season, and it's part 1, part 2, and part 2 just came out like last weekend.
Oh, so, it was still going?
Huh?
It was still going? Wow.
Yeah, so this is the end of it. I've been trying to watch the end of Ozark with my girlfriend like every day since it came out, and I just keep getting like too tired. Like when I get home, I'm doing one episode a day because I try to watch one episode, and by the time second episode's on, I'm asleep. My girlfriend's
they're long episodes, aren't they? Like an hour long or something?
Yeah, hour-long episodes. So.
We're trying to finish Peaky Blinders, and they're long. They're so long. It's like a commitment. And then once you stop watching it and you try and go back into it, you don't know what the hell's going on. So I'm like, okay, I gotta rewatch it again, and it's like, okay.
No,
it's annoying.
I'd very much recommend Ozark if you get a chance. There was something I watched on Hulu recently too. That was what? No, it wasn't Hulu. It was HBO Max. There's a show I'm trying to watch by myself, but I can't even watch Ozark right now. But it's called Tokyo Vice.
Yeah, it's an animation, ain't it?
No, it's a live action, and it's based on a true story, and it's about a reporter that came to Tokyo, and he's pretty much getting into like the Yakuza and all this other stuff.
Oh.
Like it starts off with him saying that he's trying to report about their Yakuza, and he's saying that he's going to publish a story, and I'm going to butcher this so bad, but they make it sound badass. They tell him that if you butcher the story, you're going to be a dead man, or you're going to have enemies or whatever. And he says, he pretty much told me if you're going to report the story, then you're going to have enemies. And the reporter says, a man is no man without enemies.
Oh, like shit.
And yeah, it's pretty good.
Is it new?
Yeah, it's brand new. And I looked up the real story of the guy, and it seems like it's getting pretty interesting. And I didn't do like a whole bunch of it because I don't want a lot of stuff spoiled for me. But yeah, it sounds like it gets pretty deep into it. So
me and my fiance, we just started watching Moon Knight because the season finale just came out. We're only like 3 episodes in, 2 or 3 episodes in. I think the 6th episode crap's bull. I hate it. I've
heard good things about it, and I actually really like Moon Knight. Everyone wants to hate on Moon Knight and stuff. But
no, I'm saying the show's amazing, but I hate that it's only 6 episodes.
Well, I mean, like I don't know about the show yet, but I know the character. Even before when he got brought up, he was like, "Oh, that Batman. That's not Batman."
No,
and
he's
it's like
totally different.
And I love the idea that he's like a psycho. I don't know.
He has split personality.
Yeah, whatnot.
It's cool.
I remember, like, I think the first time I saw anything about Moon Knight, he was just like a taxi driver, I think, at first. And he's also, he's still Moon Knight. He's just like, he has a split personality, but he was like a taxi driver. But like, I remember some kind of like some villain was like, I don't know, blowing up a building or whatever it was. Anyway, some crazy shit was happening around him, and he was like freaking out, and he's like, oh, I don't know what to do. He's asking like, please someone help me and stuff. And the whole thing kind of has like a comedic effect because he's like scared for his life and he wants someone to help me, but
he's the person that can help himself.
He's the person that could really like fuck up a lot of people. Yeah. I don't know. It's pretty cool.
The show is really funny. It's really good. We just started watching that. I haven't watched 3, 4, and 5. I haven't watched 3 and up yet because I've been just trying to find work. There you go. Go ahead.
Okay.
Go ahead.
I'm going to do it. I love it. Okay,
you
go
do
ahead.
it every fucking time. But we're trying to find a new show to get into. My fiance's watching Teen Wolf right now. Trying to just watch that, and it's unbearable for me.
I was about to say, that sounds, that's not sound fun.
It's better than Twilight, but it's not by much.
My girlfriend, she's like obsessed with Game of Thrones, and which is, don't get me wrong, an amazing show. Like, absolutely amazing.
I have never seen it.
It's a good show. Just don't watch the final season, and it'd be great.
I hear the final season's total shit.
It ruins everything, all the, like, 7 seasons, like, build up to.
Well, it's because of, they rushed him.
Yeah.
Like, he didn't have a chance to write it, so they wrote it themselves and fucked it up.
Yeah, they really fucked up pretty bad. But, honestly, you could watch all 7 seasons of Game of Thrones. I mean, 7 seasons still kind of if, but, like, when I say they're good, I mean, like, 10 out of 10, like, seasons are...
Wow.
Like, they're, like, very, very fucking good.
I know they're long. They're, like, hour and a half to 2 hour long episodes.
She's rewatching it right now for, like, the 5th time. And she wants me to keep rewatching it with her, but, like, I love the show. Like, it's damn good, but...
There's only so many times you can watch it before it gets dark and stale.
Not only that, it's just, you know, I'm having trouble watching Ozark. When I have free time, it's so hard to, like, commit to something.
You're not even really playing games much anymore, are you?
I'm not playing any games, dude. I've been trying to finish Horizon since
They're so fucking big.
Huh?
Yeah, they're overwhelmingly huge.
Mm-hmm.
Games now are nowadays. It's just Elden Ring is huge. Horizon's huge. I'm sticking to like my 3DS I brought or my 2DS, just playing smaller games. I want to buy a GameCube because I like those better. They're just they're more. They were built more for a player than for a fan base. You know.
Mm-hmm. I've actually been wanting to play games though. Like that's one thing I felt like I've had a need for, but it's just like no games I also want to play. Like I want to play Horizon, but I'm just like I know I can't play this for like 2 hours in peace. So it's just not going to happen.
I want a quick game that will give me the satisfaction that I want, but only in like 20 minutes. And there's not that many out like that. You have to spend a good 3 hours just to get some kind of progress. And it's crazy.
We've been doing Resident Evil. Okay, here's the thing. I started Resident Evil, but also I didn't. Okay.
I don't blame you.
So here's the thing. I started it, and I watched the intro, and then after the intro, I got to pick a character, which you already told me what happens when you pick the character, right? Like the benefits and stuff.
It's a permanent choice for that playthrough, yeah.
And I know someone knocking on my door.
No, I don't think so. Here, hold on.
We'll be right back, guys. We're back. No one's at my door. We're just
hearing shit.
These headphones are so good that we can hear through the walls, and I live in an apartment. So, see, there it is.
Yeah, no, that was me.
Oh,
I'm just showing like how sensitive these headphones are.
What was I saying right before I left?
You were choosing your character.
Oh yeah, I was choosing the character and on Resident Evil, and in my head when you told me about it, I was like, I'm gonna pick Jill. Like, I'm not gonna spend any time. Dude, I spent like 10 minutes like going back and forth between them.
It's a fucking.
And then I realized they have alternate costumes. I guess the original ones and then the revamped ones. And
they for the remake they chose the Resident Evil 5 Lost in Nightmares skin for him. It doesn't have any kind of big thing in it. It's just a skin.
Oh yeah, but
it looks badass.
Yeah, still it's like, do I want to play the original or do I want to play with different skins? You know?
Yeah.
So.
But I think the new skins, the lips don't match whenever they talk. I don't think they programmed that.
Well, I spent way too much time trying to figure that out, and then I went to I finally picked. I was Jill. I committed. Okay. I was like, I want to be Jill. I want to get the locks. So I finally started the first playthrough, and I didn't get through the first gameplay because I was sitting here thinking. I was like talking about like doing live on Twitch. I was like, you know what, like. I really want to like Twitch this, you know.
Yeah.
So I turned it back off and didn't even play it. But
I don't blame you. It's a commitment.
I mean, I would like to do it, but since I'm doing a podcast about it anyway, I would like to, you know, get on Twitch.
I think Resident Evil 2 would be a lot more comforting for you to play, because It borrows a lot of elements from 5 that I think you're really comfortable with. So I think that one's going to click with you a little bit more than the original. Because the original I could not get around that game to save my life. I tried, and I was like, this isn't for me. It's not for me.
What's your favorite game of all time? Is it Resident Evil?
My favorite video game of all time? I have 2. My actual favorite right now is Spider-Man PS4.
Fair enough.
I will play that game over and over, and I'll never get bored. But I have one close to my heart, and that's 5. Resident Evil 5.
Nice.
Really? That is it's because I grew up
that was
with
your gateway drug?
Yeah, that kind of started me into all of it. But my favorite game right now is Spider-Man. But that's before God of War Ragnarok.
Gotcha. Yeah,
or Spider-Man 2.
Obviously, mine, Kingdom Hearts, whatever. But besides that, I got Mass Effect 2. It's also my second favorite game of all time.
I never played a Mass Effect, but I hear a lot of good things about it.
It's really good. The new one, Andromeda, whatever. Here's the thing. People shit on the Andromeda game so much. The game's honestly not that bad. If the game came out by itself and it wasn't a Mass Effect game, I think it'd be pretty okay. But when you're like, telling off one of the greatest games ever made, it's not gonna...
It's really hard to go up against something that was really good.
Yeah.
Like, when you do your best work, it's really hard to top what you're the best at.
Yeah.
It's like trying to go up against your favorite game. Like, going up against Resident Evil 5, 6 came out, and 6 was horrible. And then 7 came out, it's like, okay, this is good. It's not quite as good as the one before. And then after that. So it's hard to create something that's just as good as what it was before.
Well, as far as Mass Effect goes, like the original game, it's kind of janky. Like trying to play it again today, it's kind of like...
Don't they have like a Legendary Edition?
Yeah, even if you play that, it's still like... I guess it would be what you would compare it to Resident Evil 1. Like it's still like has... You can tell it's older.
Yeah.
But in Mass Effect 2, dude, they fucking perfected like everything, and you can play that today and still have fun. 3 got very Gears of War, I feel like, because it's made by the same people, so they kind of...
I always kind of thought Mass Effect was in the kind of realm with Detroit Become Human, Heavy Rain kind of games.
Nope.
No?
Nope.
Or I know it's BioWare.
But it is like create your own choices. Like, I'll say this. You have choices throughout the whole game, and these choices actually matter what happens at the end, like, story games. I thought I was doing very fucking good. I put like at least 80 hours the first time I ever played it in Mass Effect 2 or so. I didn't do all the side stuff. I didn't do everything. I was just trying to beat the game. And I got to the very end. And you have like 12 companions with you. Or 13, depending. Anyway. Yeah, you have a lot of people with you. And, dude, I thought I was doing pretty fucking good. And at the very end, at the very last level, like, my choices all came into play, basically. Ooh. And I beat the game. But when I beat the game, I had like 3 people with me.
Shit.
Like, the thing is, though, is like, when you're playing through the game, you got 12 companions. It's not like they're just your companions. Like, through the whole game, you're talking to them when you're going to different places. Like, you can go in the rooms and then find out about their lives. Like, you get connected to these characters. Like, they're like main characters, too.
So when those characters die, it really hits.
Yeah, it really hits. And then they also die on at fucking once. Especially at one scene. I'm not going to say what it is, but this person kept on, like telling me, like, hey, you should probably do this. And I'm over here like, no, that's too much money. Like, and I'm not going to use it anyway, But when the time comes at the very end, when the guy kept telling me, like, warning me about it, yeah, I got really fucked over, and I lost a lot of people all at once.
See, those games are always so stressful for me. I started those games with The Walking Dead, Telltale.
Yeah.
Those are really good. Then I didn't have Heavy Rain because that was a PlayStation game. And then Detroit. I play a lot of Detroit, but I never played Mass Effect. The only BioWare game I really tried was Anthem. Anthem was horrible. Oh my God. Anthem was bad. Now, I had a really good outlook on it. I was okay, it's a looter shooter. I love looter shooters. It's Borderlands. It's going to be fun. Damn, and then I'm like, okay, it's going to be good.
I can't believe you just said that. Look, BioWare has made 2 of the greatest games of all time.
Oh, I know.
Mass Effect 2 and Knights of the Old Republic. And, Knights of the Republic 1 and 2. Depending who you ask, which one's better, but I've heard mostly 2, but...
I know they're both on Nintendo Switch. I've been wanting to play them too.
Yeah, well, apparently, a lot of people say, they call it KOTOR, but KOTOR 2 is the best game ever made.
And they're also remaking it right now for PS5.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, they're remaking Knights of the Old Republic right now. PS5 exclusive, unfortunately.
I'm okay with that. Okay, so there's a lot of rumors going on right now. Like a lot of rumors talking about how Square Enix is about to be bought out by Sony.
I wouldn't doubt it. Dude, they just lost Activision. I wouldn't doubt it.
I mean, lost to Activision.
Sony lost Activision. They don't have Call of Duty anymore. They lost they have their deal with Call of Duty, but they're just kind of shitting themselves. I mean, they have Insomniac. They have.
I thought Xbox just bought Activision.
They did. They don't. Sony used to have a deal with Activision for Call of Duty. For the first 30 days, they would get DLCs first, and then Xbox would. Well, then Xbox bought it, and Sony's like, "Oh, do we still have our deal?" And Xbox like, "Yeah, you still have your deal. You're cool." Like Xbox is being really nice, and PlayStation's just a dick.
I don't think it's like being nice. I think it's like you have a contract for like the next 7 years, then we get this, and even if it's bought out, they still have that contract, so they're still obligated to have to do that.
Honestly, though,
but
I wouldn't.
Xbox probably could buy them out though.
Oh yeah,
about the contract. You know?
But I wouldn't be mad if Square Enix bought or Sony bought Square Enix.
It would make sense.
Yeah, most of the games are already PlayStation exclusive.
Yeah.
Final Fantasy,
Kingdom Hearts.
Kingdom Hearts.
Yeah.
You know they're gonna be.
But they're
exclusive.
They just sold Deus Ex and Tomb Raider.
Oh, yeah. And Tomb Raider, Rise of the Tomb Raider used to be an Xbox exclusive. Do you hear that?
Yeah, I
ringing?
do. I very much do. Let me unplug it and then plug it back in. Oh, it's still going.
You want to try mine? Here.
Hold up. No, actually unplug it from that cord that we did, and then...
It'll shut it off?
Yeah, and just put it back in. There we go.
That's better.
Yep.
I kept hearing it. I was like, okay, maybe it's nothing, but it's like, okay, this is getting kind of prominent.
Sorry, we had a buzzing.
We're children.
We are. There it is again. Oh well.
It's fine.
I'm just gonna do one of them off.
It's
going all the way off.
Screw it. But Tomb Raider used to be an Xbox exclusive. At least Rise of the Tomb Raider was. Shadow of the Tomb Raider was all of the above.
Yeah, it had like an hour. I think it was like, not an hour, fucking a year.
A year, yeah.
That's an hour. What if that was the case?
Oh God, you have an hour.
Actually, that probably could work if it was like a big. Imagine if the new God of War, right, was not just PlayStation, but PlayStation and Xbox, but you had 1 hour to get it on PlayStation first.
And you get like all this DLC for free and shit only on PlayStation. They'd make a lot of sales.
Yeah, just the fact that if you could get a game 1 hour beforehand, people would be downloading that shit and playing it way before. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I think that's still a good deal.
Are you buying Ragnarok when it comes out?
Probably not.
I'm gonna have to.
Probably not.
But I understand why. You didn't like the first one as much.
Oh, I like it, but I think if out of like a 10, it's like a 7 something, 7 point something.
That's fair.
Yeah. I didn't think it was like, I don't know, man. I grew up on the old ones, and I don't really think it. I don't know, man.
Too different for you?
Yeah. I don't really see Kratos being
a dad.
Even though he can be a dad because he had a family and stuff too, but he's acting like he's like an old wizard now, like with all this knowledge and stuff, and that's how it's like, no, dude, like,
no.
Yeah, and not only that, you'd be taking out like dozens and dozens of people all at once, and on this new one, your Kratos, I know he's older. Yeah, I know he's older, but yeah, it's like one at a time, kind of Dark Souls, I guess, kind of gameplay, and then and yeah, also in old God of War, you're taking down like fucking titans, skyscrapers.
And in this one, they kind of bring it down a little bit. You're not really taking down like Kronos. Do you remember Kronos?
Yeah.
Trying to fight him in God of War 3?
Yeah.
He was so brutal.
Wait, Kronos?
Yeah, the big ass dude that would like lift you from his hand and you were like that small.
Oh, that one. Okay.
Yeah. That one was brutal.
That was like the very beginning, right? You started off fighting on him.
Yeah.
Like the battlefield is him.
Oh, that was crazy.
Yeah, I think it's just like too much of like, I don't know. I think God of War could be a very good game without it being God of War still.
Yeah.
Especially since the gods are different too. So
I can understand that. What is your outlook on From Software games? Dark Souls, Elden Ring, Bloodborne.
I've not played any of them. I played Bloodborne. I have Bloodborne, but I couldn't get into it that much. And I know
it's not for everybody.
I think I could get into it, especially like Elden Ring's like blowing up. But just watching videos, like just the gameplay of like how the bosses are. They look badass like on every attack, you know.
Oh yeah.
And when you're attacking, it looks badass. But
they're notoriously hard.
Yeah. Well, here's the thing. Okay, I'm sorry I have to bring it up, but Kingdom Hearts also has notoriously hard bosses. Okay, like notoriously like you want to break your controller. I've broken my controller. Okay.
Now, are they hard because it's bullshit, or are they hard because it's your fault? Do what?
Depends which game.
Because if it's like because it's bullshit and it's because like it's not your fault, it's the actual game's
Birth
fault.
by Sleep. That is bullshit.
But
Kingdom Hearts 2 and 3 and the other ones, the game's just hard. Like it's your fault if you fuck up.
Okay.
Yeah.
Then that's different because a lot of people will compare like it's the Dark Souls of this series or Kingdom Hearts 3 is the Dark Souls of Kingdom Hearts kind of thing.
But the thing is, Kingdom Hearts, it's like on Kingdom Hearts, if you want to like have it like because Elden Ring has no difficulty. Like it's just what it is.
Is it?
Yeah.
Oh.
There's no difficulty for it. But on Kingdom Hearts, like for example 3, if you play it on normal or hard, the game's still pretty fucking easy. Like overall. But when, like in Kingdom Hearts 2 and 3 both, if you play on critical, it's like a totally different game. Like you get powers taken away. Like for example, there was these like attractions in 3. You could like summon like fucking a pirate ship or whatever, just randomly in a battle. That shit gets taken away. But you get different combos and stuff. Like it's more physical, more hand to hand.
See, I love it
and
when
it's not
games
just
do that.
Yeah, it's not just you have lower life and these people are more, or the enemies are just more stronger and more brutal or whatever. Like I hate that. But no, the whole gameplay of the thing, it's like playing a different game.
Like shit changes. Yeah.
Like it's a different game and it's a lot harder. But yeah, that's how you kind of have to play it. Like if you play Kingdom Hearts 2 or 3 on critical and you're playing through the game, it's just so much of a different game playing it. Like
I would love to play it on Switch. I really would. But I can't because it's a cloud version and it's bullshit.
Yeah, that's true.
And I'm not paying $90 for a cloud version.
I can't blame you for that.
I mean, if they came out with like not even a physical version, just digital, to where I could just buy it on digital, download it, and play it without internet, yeah, I'd buy it. I'd buy it in a heartbeat. I would buy it right now in front of you. But I can't because it's cloud version and they really screwed up.
Yeah, it is kind of weird having a Switch game on cloud in general.
It doesn't make any sense.
It doesn't. And the fact that it is a PS2 game originally, like the first one at least, or first few of them, and PS2 or handhelds.
I mean, it was a big game, but they're able to port Xbox 360 and PS3 games perfectly, like with no problem.
Yeah.
Most of them. Some of them they kind of...
Yeah, the...
Crisis games look kind of bad.
Really? I remember Crisis blew my mind. Crisis 2.
Crisis was known for if you knew you had a good PC setup, if you could run Crisis.
Yeah. Well, unfortunately, I didn't have PC. I had the Xbox 360. But it still blew my mind.
Oh, it did. Crisis 2. I never played the first one. I always talked to your dad about the first one. And then 3 came out, and I bought 3, and it was bad. I didn't like it.
Same.
It was just... I didn't like it.
I played 2, and I remember thinking while I was playing 2, like, this is mind-blowing, like, the graphics-wise.
It was so real.
I also remember as I was playing it, too, I was like, there's not much to this.
No, it was mindless shooting, and you had, like, armor, and you could go invisible and shit.
Like, it had cool elements, but it wasn't, like...
groundbreaking.
Yeah, but the graphics were amazing, so,
So, what is your favorite game on PS5 right now?
Only one I have is Horizon.
I know you play UFC 4 on it, don't you?
Oh, that's a no. Any games PS4? You have, it's all any games you have PS4 is compatible with PS5.
The only game you have on PS5 is Forbidden West still?
Yeah. Well, I have a bunch of free games I've gotten.
Oh, and Miles. You have Miles Morales on there, don't you?
Oh, actually, there is a game. Let's see. There is a game. What's it called? The Innocent Tale.
Yeah, Innocence Tales or Plague Tales, something like
Plague Tales, yeah. I think. Well, damn it, we know what we're talking about. The War of the Rats.
Yeah.
I've got that game on PS5, and I've been wanting to play it, but I know it's dedication. Like,
yeah, there are just some games.
Wait, have you played it? Is it good?
I've heard a lot of good things about it.
Same.
I haven't. There are just some games I haven't touched, like Hellblade. I haven't touched. Doom Eternal, unfortunately, I haven't touched. I really want to play Persona 5. But I know that is like a marriage commitment.
Okay, so I would probably say Persona 5 is probably like my third favorite game of all time.
I can't.
Maybe.
I can't play it because it's so long. And it's such a big game. I can't. I really want to buy the Royal Edition for PS5.
Yeah.
4. I would love to, but I don't have the balls to do it.
Yeah, the Persona. I've gotten. I played the first one, and here's the thing. This is how I found out about Persona 2. I never knew what the fuck it was. I was just watching YouTube videos, and they were just talking about like art. I was looking at art in different video games, whatever. And then they started talking about Persona 5, and I just started seeing the guy like run around, and he has like I don't know, color come off his feet.
Yeah,
and
flashy
stuff.
shit, like really stylized stuff.
And then like they weren't even talking about this. I just saw it, but they paused the game, and it was going to like the menu options, but I've never seen it like so like stylized or so much work just into the menu. Like when you pause, the character's like doing something else, and if you're trying to go to like the guns, then he flips over and it changes the menu and stuff. And I was like, this is cool. Like this is love into a game right now. Like when you're just doing that with the menu. So I didn't even know what it was. I went out and I went to go buy it, and I played it, and I fell in love. But I will say it is a long game.
Oh yeah,
it is.
you really
It
have
is a
to.
long game, and I will also say that there was one part like where I felt like it should have ended, and it just kept going. And but it was worth it by the time you get to the end.
I know Persona 4 just got released for Nintendo Switch. I know there's a Persona game on 3DS, but I really want to play Persona 5. I haven't really been playing my big consoles recently. I've been playing my smaller ones. Just because I can really just turn it on, play something, get to a level, and then turn it off. The last game I bought on PS5 was Wonderlands, Tiny Tina's Wonderlands, and that was okay. I bought the stupid edition, the chaotic edition, the way too fucking expensive edition. Not worth it.
I got it for free on PlayStation.
No, I think you got the Assault on Dragon Keep.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
So it's like a DLC.
It was Borderlands 2's DLC. That was where it started, and then they made a whole game about it.
Gotcha. Okay.
That was actually a whole lot better than the game I got. Then you only had to pay like what? Nothing?
Yeah.
You get it for free?
It's true. I haven't played it yet though. But
You said you've been looking for... I'm sorry, go ahead.
Oh no, you go ahead. You got it.
You said you've been looking forward to Ghostwire Tokyo?
I love anything set in Tokyo, dude. It's my favorite place. Japan is my favorite place. I've been there also, so it's even more of like a whatever. But I love things set in Tokyo. I love like Japanese stuff. But
It's actually made by the same people that did the Resident Evil series, Shinji Mikami. He did the Evil Within, and the Evil Within 3 it was gonna be the Evil Within 3, but then they had a different idea. They made Ghostwire.
it'd be funny if he was like, yeah, it was actually made by like South Korea.
Yeah, right. They got jealous. Oh.
But the new Kingdom Hearts is supposed to be set in Tokyo also, but
Is it?
that is very long from where we are.
No, God.
Yeah.
I still have what, 6?
And yeah, something like that. I'll just go ahead and I'm gonna say this now, that way we can go back to it. Okay. But I showed him a poster I got recently for 358/2, and I asked him if he knew any characters, and he said he knew the main one was Sora. So we're just gonna
we're gonna leave it there.
we'll leave it there, and that's
I'll
it.
kick myself later. It's fine.
But I don't want to say you're wrong, but I'm not gonna say you're right either. So
That's fair. That's okay.
There you go.
I could live with that.
I'll just keep it a mystery. But
That game, you're making it out as to be the most convoluted game you ever played.
it is. That's probably a good thing. It's right at 20 minutes, so I think it's just started recording again. I'm not even going to... I have confidence.
You have confidence you're going to believe in it?
No, I don't. I'm going to check real quick.
Yeah, I'm about to say, if we put all your faith in this and lose all this...
Let's see. Yeah, it's going back again.
You know what you should do when you become big and famous? You should have a Patreon.
Yeah. I don't think anyone wants to donate to me, man. Somebody might. Who knows?
Maybe. You might get lucky.
I have one... I only donate to one person through Patreon right now. And they're called Anthem Reports podcast. Shout out to Anthem Reports podcast.
Would you shit a brick if they just like left the message right now?
Yeah, that'd be super cool. But it's not like they're like super famous or nothing. They're just these two brothers that started their own podcast, and it's my favorite podcast, and it's about Kingdom Hearts. But yeah, but they have their own little community, and they do Twitch and stuff like that too. And so
that's what's up.
Yeah, I think it'd be really cool just to like meet the guys one day and just like hang out. I don't know.
So what is your plans with Twitch so far?
Nothing.
You wanted to kind of test it out? And
yeah, I'm just gonna go live. I mean, if people want to watch, they can watch. If they don't have to.
Whatever.
Yeah. I'm not really like trying to like go big on Twitch or nothing. Just
want to become a big rock star, get out of here, get out of Georgia.
Yeah. You know what? Speaking of rock star, dude, like more than anything, like I take videos, I do podcasts. I feel like what I want to do more than anything is make music, but I just can't do it. I feel like I'm scared to failure. I don't know. And only that it costs money too, but I can make up all kinds of excuses why I'm not doing it. But
I mean, I would love to write a book or do a movie. That would be awesome. But I don't have the guts. Every time I think of writing something, I'm like, no, I'm just copying this. I'm just doing this. I'm not, no.
Well, I be making stories in my head all the time and telling them to my girlfriend because she reads books and stuff. And one book she just read recently, I really did not like it at all. I thought it was a horrible book.
What was it?
It was...
Shout out.
I forgot the name. I think it's A Little Life, something like that. What it was called. Anyway, what the book's about... it's gonna sound really bad at first, but it's about like this guy and his life and of how he got taken out as a kid and was like raped and abused, and he finds a new friend, and then he like fucks him over, and then he gets adopted by a preacher, and that preacher raped. It's pretty much the worst stuff you can think of just happens to this dude constantly.
My mom reads those kind of books too.
And it's like at the very end, like he finally finds happiness with this. He comes out being gay or whatever because he's only been molested by guys, and then he finally comes. He finds someone he loved, which was like his best friend, and then they decided to get engaged or married or whatever. And then that same day, he had a car crash, and it's just like, really,
for fuck's sake.
I know it's not even a good story to me. It feels like you're just trying to set up bad plot point or just plot points to shock people, and you're making a story around that. You're not making the story where things just happen. Like if something happens where you're making a story, like you have the story first, and this. You feel like if it should go the direction where like this priest does get him, like if that's what happened, then yeah, I feel like it'd be great. But I feel like you already have that in your head, like this is going to happen, this is going to happen, this can happen, and then I'm gonna make a story around that. You're just making a bunch of shocking stuff.
What's actually really? I tried to write something. I would love to do a detective story. Kind of like a game of chess. This detective and this kind of psychopath goes back and forth. I would love to do that, but what's so hard for me is to come up with an enemy. Come up with that psychopath. You really have to become warped. Like really fucked up. Like in the new Batman movie. I got
a show for you, but go ahead.
Do what?
So I got a show for you then, but go ahead.
I would love to like create something like, did you ever see the Robert Downey Jr. Sherlock movies?
Nope.
They're really good. They're really, really good. But it shows like how smart he was and stuff. And there's actually a lot of research you have to go into to write something. You can't just like, I'm going to do this. Like you have to do a lot of research, go back and find out if this is how it goes or if it's like this, or it's really, really draining on you. But I would love to either write a good page novel or do some kind of film.
What you were talking about like the psychopath, I guess. I don't know if you call it psychopath or not, but a detective and this other person. It's an anime though, but Death Note.
I hear really that good. It was the animation is good, but the live action was horrible.
Dude, the live action is just don't even try to.
It
watch
doesn't
that.
exist.
No, I don't even know why they called it Death Note. It's just.
Now, I did hear that Cowboy Bebop one was horrible too.
I don't know. I haven't seen it.
I know I used to watch the animation every now and again, but I know it was pretty bad.
Yeah, if you know Death Note and then you watch the live action of it, you would just be laughing the whole time. It's so cringy and just like even if you don't know it, you be watching it. It's probably super cringy. It's just I don't know why they made it like that. But watch the anime though.
Yeah,
like for real, you would love the anime if that's what you were like wanting to do. Like you're gonna love that whole like.
Back and forth kind of thing. Yeah.
Yes, you'll love it so much.
It's just, it interests me a lot. And since you're talking about animations and stuff, you ever watch Avatar: The Last Airbender?
Yeah, I've seen all of it.
Yeah, did you watch the actual live action movie?
Yes, it's the same thing. Yeah.
Oh, it's horrible.
It's the same thing.
It is so bad.
Really bad. But I was saying y'all, like, I make stories up and tell my girlfriend whatever. Actually, like, my baby mama, whatnot, she actually went to rehab at one point and she wasn't allowed to have books and whatnot. I actually wrote the whole story out, and then it was like in mail. Like, I would write it down, handwrite it, and send it off to her while she was in there, and then they would use that as a book. I was like, chapter 1, chapter 2, and apparently everyone there was like reading it too. So I go in there. She could only be visited on Sunday, so I went in there on Sunday. And then, like, everybody there would be like, oh, what's happening next? What's happening? Pretty cool. But, yeah, not only that, but, like, yeah, I like just creating stories. It's really fun. While I was talking about, like, that book that I told you I don't like, my girlfriend, like, challenged me to, you know, come up with something better. And I was like, all right, let me go take a shower, and I'll be right back. So I took a shower, came back, and someone's going to steal this idea. But here we go. You ready? So it starts off with this man. He's a lot older, and he's taking his grandson to school. He picks him up. He calls his daughter. He's like, hey, I'm going to pick up my grandson, you know, and he takes him to school. And as he's going to school, there's, like, a car wreck, you know. And then it shows in the timeline, it goes 2 weeks earlier. And what you kind of get the idea, I'm just going to fast forward through the whole thing.
Yeah, go ahead.
But, like, you kind of get the idea that this guy calls every single day to go pick him up and takes him to school. That's what he does. It's like his morning routine. And he does that, and at some point he's like, for example, he would do that, and then say if he's like driving along and he sees like something like being built in construction. It's like this really big ass place, right? Not a skyscraper, but still big ass place. He's like doing that, and then like he goes by it in like a month or two, and then it's already built. He's like, damn, that was fast. And he goes to his daughter's graduation. That's like a high school graduation. And when he goes to graduation, his daughter's like in tears and stuff, like so happy. She's like, oh, I'm so glad you came here. I'm so glad you know. She's like breaking down, like just happy that he's there. And she also has a degree in college, like, because she did college classes too. So he's like, you know, my daughter's so smart and whatnot. And then like there's other parts where he has like graduation of his other kids, you know, like this kid just did like 3rd grade. Like he'd be telling his kid like when the kids come up to him like, oh, I can't believe you just finished like 3rd grade. He's like, Dad, he's like, Grandpa, I'm in 5th grade. He's like, oh, whatever, you know, you know, just things like that. But just he starts calling his daughter, you know, in the mornings. And when he calls his daughter in the morning, he's asking like, hey, can I pick her up? Or can I pick him up? And she's like, oh, no, it's okay. I got it, you know. And then she starts doing that like all the time. She's like, no, I got it. It's okay. Like, you don't have to worry about it. Like, pretty much saying that her work schedule got changed and whatnot. But yeah, it just becomes like an ongoing thing, like more and more and more. And then later on, like this pretty much would be like the end of the book. You just kind of get a relationship of him and his family and stuff. And he has like 2 daughters. One of them's like super dramatic and cries over everything, whatnot. And he has one daughter that's like more like, I don't know, sophisticated.
So you're really creating a story that has positive characters. Like there's some flaws in the characters, but they're really lovable. But you're getting to the bittersweet end. Yeah. Like you're going back to the beginning of the. Okay.
So like what would be like? This isn't going to be the very end of it, right? There's a bunch of plot points I'm not going to go over, but yeah, at the very end of the book, he's going to have the whole family in his house, and you don't know what it is at first, but he hears his daughter crying. That's super dramatic. And he goes in there and he's a loving father, like she does all the time. And he goes in there and when he talks to her, he's like, oh, you know, I love you, or not I love you, but like, what's wrong? You know, cry on my shoulder. He's that kind of dad, right? But he goes in there and sees his daughter crying, but it's not the dramatic one. It's the one that's more like, you know, sophisticated and more adult and more mature. And then he looks at everybody else, and everyone else is also crying. And he's asking like, what's going on, you know? And he goes, the daughter that's more mature comes up to him. She goes, Dad, I'm gonna put you in a retiring home, and or a mental home or retiring home. And he goes, what do you mean? He's like, I'm not even old enough to go in there. He's like, I'm 68 years old. I can, you know, do myself. She goes, Dad, she goes like, you're 81, and she's like, I finished college like years ago. And then he starts talking about like, it turns out like the reason that he called every day to say like, hey, you know, like, I'm picking the kid up, and the mom would say, no, it's okay, I got him today. It's because the kid died in an accident like way back then. But to him, it's kind of like, I guess, reversal of 50 First Dates, I get kind of thing. Like after that accident, you're seeing it from his.
He always pictured he was there.
Yeah, so it's like you see it from his point of view every single day, and you're not seeing like 50 First Dates, you know, from the very beginning. But on this one, it's like you're seeing what he sees. So he's going past a construction site.
So you believe that he's actually picking him up? He's actually still alive.
And like the construction site, like he's going by and he's like, it's just being built. And then like, you know, just to him, it's like a week later. It feels like it's like, oh, that was really fast. But in reality, it was like, you know, almost a year time span or something for that to be built. And just those little hints. And whenever his daughter was like high school graduation, it was actually like her college graduation, you know. And so like it's kind of like a thing, like if you read it or you watch it a second time, like everything starts to look a little bit different, type of thing.
Yeah. Oh, that's nuts.
Yeah, so like
you just came up with that in the shower.
Yeah.
All of it in the shower.
Yes.
I wish I had that kind of fucking gift.
I love just making like little stories and whatnot, you know. So I actually made a story. I'm not going to talk about this one either, but I was riding with a guy. I found out he plays D&D, and I was like, hey, man, you want to make a story? Because we're just driving along on the truck, you know? So,
we need to do a podcast of D&D. I fucking love D&D.
Yeah, it'd be fun.
That'd be great.
I was originally wanted to do a podcast with TJ and Jordan to get together, because I would do this with both of them. It was like a story of... it's not really D&D, but same concept. Like, I'm going to say something, and whatever I say, you play off of it, right? And we kind of go back and forth. And it starts off like however you want, but you have to play off what the other person says. Because you can say something and be like, I don't know off the top of my head. Like this guy, he went into, he shut the door behind him, behind the armored door. And he goes in, and he opens a suitcase, and he sees something, and I'm gonna pass it to you. In my head, I'm like, okay, he has like a big ass like gun or whatever. Like and then I know who's behind the door, and I know this, right? Yeah. But what you say
is gonna totally change. Whatever.
Yeah. What you say, he's gonna fuck me over. You can just go totally sci-fi any moment if you want. Like it could be a real
alien
story.
Brain or some shit.
Oh yeah. Like he finds a teleportation device, and he goes somewhere. It's like, oh shit. Like now everything I just had planned is gone. So now we gotta go. Yeah,
that's
fun.
Badass.
It's really fun. But the last one I did with Jordan is it was like these two characters, and they're going through the whole thing by themselves, like they start from nothing, and then they start gradually going up, and it did turn to sci-fi, which is like why I brought that up. At some point, like my character that I had and the character that he had were like both like the strongest ones in this like kingdom thing that was going on, and like pretty much the devil himself, that's the best way to explain him, came up, and the only ones that could go against them is those two guys. But in the end, turns out like we kind of figured out that we probably made this guy way too strong, like to like go against him, and we probably should have waited or something. But anyway, my character was like this badass mage, but he had like a sword. Jordan had a sword that like whatever you kill, he absorbs that power, right? Yeah. So it's like that's how Jordan was so strong, by his sword, right? Anyway, I was able to like steal Jordan's sword from him at one point because I'm his ally. He doesn't expect it coming, but yeah, I got his sword, and as soon as I got his sword, I like cut off my own head. And when I cut off my head, my sword drops, and then Jordan like grabs it and he absorbs all my power too, and he's finally able to like beat the dude.
Fuck yeah!
Just like coming off stories like back and forth, it's so fun.
That sounds amazing. Yeah, I would love to be a part of that.
Yeah, it's the thing is though, is there's what people don't realize is because I'm gonna do it in a camera, like, you know, on a podcast, whatever, and I would just cut to every moment. It's gonna be like really good and really smooth, I feel like. But what people won't see is the hour of just where if you said that, then there's a lot of thinking and stuff.
It's like a 30-minute video of a 3-hour recording. Yeah.
Basically. But yeah, like just making up stories, man. It's just really fun. Like especially if like
Am I too loud, by the way? I know I moved this.
I've not been looking at this thing at all, to be honest. So
am I too loud to you? Am I good?
Oh no, yeah. On the headphones, you're fine.
Okay,
I'm
cool.
not using both of them. Now I am.
I'm testing it because I know I moved it. You're good.
Yeah. I don't know, man. Like, just making stories is fun, man.
Yeah.
It's really fun.
I would love to. That'd be awesome.
Like, you can, like, I've never done this before, but there's one, you could set rules like, hey, let's keep it reality or it's not, whatever, but sometimes you can just let it fly to wherever. But
could you create a world kind of like what J.K. Rowling did for Harry Potter?
What do you mean?
Like something that intricate?
Yeah, for sure.
And that fantasy? Mm-hmm. Because I don't know if I could. That is so, like, deep world building, like The Hobbit or some shit. Mm-hmm. I don't know if I could do that. Like, I'm more of like a grounded story kind of person.
Okay, I've said this on the podcast before, and I think I told it to Jose, and Jordan knows about this too, and so is my girlfriend. And this is gonna sound crazy to you a little bit, and the fact that I'm 27 is still crazy. I have a story in my head since I was a little kid of these characters. And that whole kind of world building thing, I have like a background for like all these other characters. Jordan has seen me at my job before because I used to work with him, and I have a whole list of like just different names. And he's like that, and he's asking me what it is. I was like, it's the thing I told you about. Like they're just fighting each other right now and whatnot. Like I would have a tournament of like who would win against this. You know? And yeah, it was a thing I've had in my head since I was a kid. But it is most of it. I would say a lot of it actually is probably just ripped off from like something else, whatnot. But I have my own little spins on it. Cause like for example, the main guy, and the main guy, and there's like 5 other main ones, but there's one like actual like main guy. Anyway, he is staying at this school that is like pretty much like a Fresher X type of thing. Like you're learning how to use your powers and stuff. Yeah. So like things like that. Like I feel like I probably ripped off like
Marvel and some shit.
Yeah, or something. But no, and God of War, that I guess I ripped it off because the way he was made was it's really fucked up. But like the way he was made is like God himself has spread his power to multiple people, right? All of the place. The devil, like the God and the devil have equal power. God has split his power into multiple ones. The devil kept off his power, and he split it off into like one main guy. Yeah. One other main person has like just a
portion of what he really is.
Yeah, and then he has like his own little tiny like minions, but it's not really his power. It's just stuff
that he's created. Yeah.
But in my head, that one little guy that's a portion is Slade. Like that's how he looks to me in my head ever since I was a kid, because Slade's my favorite bad guy. But this Slade guy goes in and he kills all these different gods.
Like Slade Wilson or Slade?
Like Slade Wilson.
Okay.
Yeah.
I was like Deathstroke? Or?
Yeah, so like he has like one eye right here, you know, one eye showing. But he goes off, and the way he gets more power is he goes off and kills all these other gods and whatnot, right? Okay, well, God has, you know, a wife, you know. Slade takes him and does some fucked up shit with her. Yeah. And she ends up having a kid. If she has that kid, she sends him to Earth, you know, because, you know, other people with God's power has been gone down to Earth. Yep. So that's the main character, actually, who that is. And that's why he ends up going to school and everything else. But, like, yeah, so the story is, like, pretty much, like, that Slade guy is kind of, like, going after them, but it goes into, like, other worlds and things. And yeah, it gets wild. Like, I got the Avatar basically in it, too. Like, people with, like, earthbenders and shit.
Oh, shit.
So it's, like, it's dumb. Like, I have this guy who's also, I guess I ripped off the Silver Surfer, too. Because this guy, because there's these people that can, you know, like, you can use earth powers, right? But you can't use any other element, whatnot, you know? Yeah. But there is this guy who is, like, the Silver Surfer, and he has different elements throughout his board. And it sounds really dumb now, but back in the day, it was really cool to me.
Yeah, it was really badass.
Yeah. And I have these 3 brothers. One of them's super badass. I'm just talking about this dumbass story in my head.
It's okay.
That no one even fucking cares about. I should probably stop.
No. This is great.
There's this guy, and his name is fucking... I've changed his name a few times. It was like Slade, then it was like Slash, and then just... Anyway, he's a guy with like swords and stuff, right? He has a brother named Gazillion, or... no, Gazillion was the bomber. There's another one named like Gazillion. He's the youngest brother. He has grenades, and he works with explosives. And then there's like Glock, and he's like the guy with the guns, whatnot, blah, blah, blah. I don't even know why I brought him up. I just wanted... I had something else to say.
Multicultural, it's fine.
Yeah. But anyway, like there's like fusions and stuff too. I guess because of Dragon Ball. Because at some point they can fuse and he turn into this guy that can like control like lightning and stuff. But at some point, by the way, so there's this whole world of people, a species that are like can kind of control lightning. But there's like a king that can like he's like the most like he's one of the top people of the whole story, like one of the strongest ones they have. He's like the king. And then there's like ones under him, and it's like how strong you are with the lightning, whatnot, how good your powers are. And the way I made that up is I had a Dracula cape, right?
Yeah.
And this Dracula cape, I would put it over my head and under my legs, and I would curl up in a little ball, and the cape it just covers me. You can't see nothing. And I was like, this is the newborns. Like the cape is like a fucking like a shield basically, like a turtle I guess or something like that. And then, and then when it starts to grow, it grows like arms and whatnot. And then at some point, it starts to be able to walk. But the shield is always passed over your head. Like the only thing you can see is like just the face. And so that's it. But there's only 3 other people who gets the shield down to their shoulders as if it was a cape. And that's the king and 2 other people who are not just as strong, but a little bit not as strong as him. But I'm sorry, I'm just ranting on about fucking just different people. But the main character, he has like, I guess, Dragon Ball powers. Like he'd just be like
you were just watching beams. Dragon Ball and you wanted to do it,
yeah. So like, yeah.
That is all.
Every character has like its own thing, like own little backstory. I got Gundam.
You basically made your own Kingdom Hearts.
I guess so.
Of like everything else.
I guess so. Like speaking of like, I guess Avatar, there's these 3 brothers that are, one of them is ice, he's the I guess the leader. The one of them is fire, he's the hothead obviously, and then there's like water, and then when they can fuse together, and when they fuse together they make also like this lightning guy, because at the time I don't know why I thought lightning was like the strongest one, but
it's badass.
Yeah, but there's also like a evolution they could do, like not evolution, but they can like go to this other form. But it's only like so short, but it's like lasers and shit. I don't know. It's just weird, dude. I'm telling you, dude.
Were you tripping on something?
No,
dude. Were you seeing shit?
Look, man, when you're a lonely child by yourself and you're outside with a stick, you gotta...
I was an only child too. It's okay.
you gotta get what you got. You
gotta work what you got.
So, like, my dad also had Myconikes. You know what those are, right? There's different colors of Myconikes.
I'm not fucking 7.
So here's the thing. My dad... I didn't know this, okay? But I'll save it for a minute. There was a whole bunch... My dad had a huge bow. He just bought a whole bunch of Myconikes, like, saved a bunch of them, put them in this big bow. And there was, like, so many white ones, right? Yeah. And I'm like, well, my dad obviously doesn't like the white ones. So, like, there was so many white ones. And in the story I made up, it was, like, I guess, like, Super Saiyan 1 and 2, but not Saiyan. It's not a Saiyan, but it's, like, you're getting your power level, whatever. I was like, if you take a white one... Because there's a lot of them, If you take a white one, then you get this, like, Super Saiyan 1, you take, like, another color, So I was in about that. And then by the end of that day, I was in my living room, and there was no more white ones. So I was trying to come up with something else. My dad came home, though. He came home from work, and he realized there was no more white ones. And, dude, he got fucking pissed.
Those were his favorites, right? Yeah. Oh, shit.
He got so goddamn mad at me. So goddamn mad at me, which I was wondering, I can't remember what it was. I think it was like green or something. It was like very little of those. And I was just like, these are the worst.
No wonder he likes the white one.
Yeah. So, he was trying to eat all the other ones to
save the white one.
Save the white ones. And I ate every single one that was in that bowl.
Fuck, man.
I'm telling you, dude, there was a lot of them. So.
You still have memories of the pain, don't you?
Yeah. He got so mad at me for that shit. But yeah. World building, dude. I just went on a rant for like at least 15 to 20 minutes.
I can't come up with something like that. It is too intricate. I've tried coming up with like the world I wanted to come up with was magic. I wanted to include magic, but every time I did, I was like, God, this is fucking Harry Potter. God. But every time I did, magic is extinct. The whole world, magic was a thing, but then eventually it became extinct. People would use it for their own use. People would use it for their own benefit. They wouldn't reap the consequences, so they banned it. And of course, the character would eventually find some kind of magic. But since the world hasn't balanced yet, like since the little bit of magic you did find, it's like crazy overpowered because there's not enough bad to equal out the good. But I would only get like that far because I was like, no, this doesn't sound right. I would always doubt myself. Like, no, it doesn't work. No, it doesn't make sense. Why would I read this? No, it doesn't make sense. I always do that to myself though.
Well, spoiler. There's I do have I guess like Harry Potter character. He's like one of the main ones in that little story. I have him, and I also have like I guess a Beast Boy character in a way, but he can transform into literally anything. Like in my head, I was like, he turns into a rocket ship, and then he comes in, transforms into like a bus to hit you or something. Some bullshit. But anyway, those two characters die. So,
do you remember Ben 10?
Ben 10, yeah.
Oh, I love that shit. What happened to it, man? Did it just like?
I don't know.
They
just I think they ran it to the ground. Like
I never watched Omniverse. I watched Alien Force and like Ultimate Alien. That's it.
I think they just kept making them until it just failed. I think it was like Guitar Hero, but cartoon.
Man, I miss Guitar Hero.
Yeah,
I do.
Yeah.
Do you remember Live that came out like 2016?
Yeah, it was.
A lot of people said it wasn't that great.
Yeah, I mean, I had it. It was. I think the biggest problem with it was they changed my broken finger. They changed the I guess the way you play the guitar. Instead of having like 5 different buttons sideways, it was 3 buttons, and it was 3 on top and 6 buttons, 3 on top and 3 on bottom.
I mean, it'd be better for new players, but if you were an old fogey that used to play old Rock Band, that's gonna feel stupid. I remember Rock Band.
Activision fucked it up.
Activision fucks up everything.
Yeah. Actually, what happened with that was Activision bought it out after 2. So there was Guitar Hero 1, and then there was Guitar Hero 2, and then Neversoft, I think is what it was. Was that the one with the eyeball that made like Tony Hawk and shit?
Yeah, Neversoft, so. Yeah.
Yeah. I think I could be wrong.
I'll have to look it up.
I think it's Neversoft, but that's who they made it with, like Guitar Hero 1 and Guitar Hero 2. And they had more plans, and Neversoft was the one that had Guitar Hero, like all the lasting songs and the way it made it look, like all that love that was into Guitar Hero. They're the ones that made that. And then after they, found out like, hey, this is super successful, they let Activision come in and buy them out.
Yep.
And really just totally fucked over like Neversoft or whoever that company was. It really fucked them over like really bad, even though they were the ones that pretty much created the game.
Yep.
So that's how Rock Band got started, actually.
Did you like Guitar Hero 3?
Yeah.
I thought it was good.
Yeah.
I think it's what my family played. We only had the guitar though. We didn't have the drums or the. What was the other one?
The Rock Band. That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah, there was a drums. There was a guitar. There was something else.
Oh no! Oh, you talking about like it was a bass guitar, real guitar, microphone, and drums.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
And the microphone actually had like buttons on it and shit. Right? Yeah.
Yeah. So, but that was 2 different companies. That was the Activision that made Guitar Hero, and the people that got fucked over and stuff. They're like, all right, we're gonna do our own shit, and they made Rock Band. That's the one with all this instruments. Yeah. So that's how that came to be.
Okay.
So yeah.
Learn something new every day.
Yeah.
Learn something new.
I'm not gonna lie, I kind of just learned that like last week from a video on YouTube.
You gotta play it off.
Yeah.
You knew it the entire time. You'll never know.
But I probably should just cut that to make me sound like super intelligent. No. But no, yeah.
Just a nice fade.
I did go down on like a little rabbit hole. I watched a YouTube video and then, I watched a YouTube video and then I was like, oh shit, and I started watching more and more and finding out about it. So like, yeah.
What other games like just kind of died? Like never, they didn't make a sequel afterwards.
Well, there's a bunch of them that didn't make a sequel, but I'm trying to think what else blew the fuck up and then was just gone instantly. Like
Dead Space. Your dad played Dead Space.
Dead Space 3 killed it from what I heard. I didn't even play. I played the first Shinsegae, but I never beat them. But
they were scary. They fucked me up.
Nah, not even. I think till this day the scariest game I've played is like Layers of Fear, and that game. You don't die.
I heard that game. The AI is crazy.
Dude, you don't. Oh, that's Layers of Fear 2.
Is it?
Yeah, I haven't played that one, but Layers of Fear 1 is the one I have, and there is no like sense of death. Like you're not gonna die, which is even more crazy. Like you're not running from anything, but it's like it's still super scary because it's it plays on your mind. For example.
Oh, I'm thinking you're talking about Fear. I don't know why.
Oh no. Layers of Fear is
the one in the mansion, right?
Yeah.
You go up against paintings and stuff.
Yeah.
Your thing.
Yeah, that's a good thing. Just some time. So, but it's, for example, you're going through a long hallway, right? You're going through a very, very long hallway and a bunch of doors, like all over here, different ones, and you finally decide to go the one, whichever one you decide to go through, right? You go through a door, well, you open the door, and it's nothing but like a brick wall, right?
Yeah.
And you're like, okay, well, obviously there's nothing here. You turn around, and then there's nothing but like you're in like a small room now. So you're like,
once you turn back around, it's like changed. And shit.
So when you turn back around to the door you literally was just at, then there's like I guess drawings and stuff of like paintings of like your kid that you used to have. And then you turn around, then it's all brick wall, and then it's like the brick stuff is like on fire, and it just plays with your mind so much. You turn a little bit, and literally what you just looked at is gone, is different. And I love that like psychological, like fucking with your mind stuff.
Did you ever play Silent Hill PT?
Yes.
Could you actually like play it and get through it?
Yeah. Well, I didn't get through the whole game. Like you had to, I know like at some point you had to like find the fucking some shit under the stairs, or it got like really confusing.
Well, it's Kojima. So.
Yeah.
But that shit fucked me up.
Yeah, it's kind of like that idea.
That was the scariest game for you?
Yeah. I remember when I say that's the scariest game, I'm thinking of one part in particular, but I don't know if I want to. It's the clown part. I'm not even scared of clowns, but damn, that fucked me up.
I thought you were the one that was scared of clowns. Was it someone else?
No, I'm not scared of clowns. But there is a part in there where it's like, it's fucked up. I'll tell you.
Go ahead.
There's a part in there where you're inside your daughter's room and whatnot, and she has like a little carousel going around in the middle of her room, and you put the key in, and when you make the carousel start, instead of the carousel just moving, the whole room's moving like the carousel. And as the room's moving, you're just seeing like different things happening, like I would explain this on the podcast. So you're moving back and forth as a carousel, but what you just saw on the carousel, say you see something in one spot on the wall, like a painting, and then you go around, and while you're there on the next spot, the whole painting and everything else is falling and whatnot. And then you go around again, there's nothing like a black void, and then you go there again, you see something in the black void, but it's very, very, very far away. And then it gets faster and faster. You start getting faster and faster on the carousel. And as you're doing that, you start seeing like this fucking like this dead doll baby coming at you. And when the dead baby, I don't know, dude. It gets insane. It gets insane. But at the end of it is the clown thing is like the worst. Because like what happens? It's like a dead doll baby, but the parts of the doll is all torn apart, and it's just arms and random things all over the place. And it goes all, and yeah, it's like blood, and just it looks bad, but it's not like super gory. It's just enough to like be like, what the fuck?
Like fuck you up, yeah.
And then everything just stops, right? At one point, and it's back to normal. You're back to the normal game. You're like, what the fuck just happened, dude? Like, what the fuck literally just happened? You're like, okay. Well,
I'm out.
Yeah, so you're out. And so it just goes back into the normal game. And when you open the door to get out of your daughter's room, there's a fucking nothing but like a huge clown. Like the face is so goddamn enormous. It's like the size of the mansion. It's right there in your goddamn face, dude. Like, it's like, what the fuck, dude? Like, it got me. Yeah, it got me, dude. I was like, whoa, shit. It was such a good game. I probably just blew out the mic for like a good minute, but
oh well.
I love it.
It'll get back to normal.
Yeah.
I don't know what game like actually scared living shit out of me. I know for my dad it was Condemned Criminal Origins. He threw the controller and everything.
What is that?
It's an older game.
When you say that,
it was on the 360. It was an older game.
Okay.
That it's so hard to kind of put into words. You're a detective, and you have to investigate a crime scene, and you figure out that, you know, the killer's in there with you. Like, he never left, he's in there with you. So, you know, you have to get your flashlight, you have to get the gun, and you can't reload your gun. Your gun only has like 6 bullets. And once it's done, you're done. You have to find a melee weapon or some shit. And I don't know what scared him about it, but there was someone hiding, and he was just walking, and all he heard was fucking footsteps, just... And he was like, So he got like his gun out that only had a bullet left, and as soon as he shot it, he missed. And the dude just kept running after him. He goes, nope, and fucking left. I don't know, but there was no really. I mean, Dead Space got me a good bit, but there were. Do you know a game that really kind of was scary for like the whole world? That was just kind of like, this was known as the most scariest game that ever came out, kind of thing.
Yeah, but I can't think of a Fatal Frame.
Really?
Yeah.
I never played Fatal Frame. Was it a Wii game or?
I think so. It's definitely an older game. But
Fucking
it's the game that had the other game is tried to pull it off, but apparently they didn't do as good. But it's the one that had the sanity meter.
Fucking Amnesia.
Huh?
Amnesia.
They did that too?
Yeah.
Yeah.
The more you were in the dark, the more you started seeing shit.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That came from like Fatal Frame, and the whole like you go to save your game, and when it says instead of saying game save, it'd be like it show like error, and then
new game or some shit.
No, it would say error, and then most people like to like save more than one copy, and it would just go all the way down and delete like everything you had, and it would ask you, and it would cut off, and it would ask you to start a new game.
No,
new game
fuck
plus.
that.
Yeah, and then it's like, what the fuck? And you start a new game, but it turns out you're still kind of like
yeah. That would fuck with me. I'd get mad.
And another one was I don't know if it was I guess old enough for this one, but it was like the TVs would have like video one. It was just black screen. Yeah, it would do that too randomly in there.
That's some Konami and Kojima shit.
Yeah, that kind of shit. Just imagine a game if it was just all that.
Oh, fuck that. Nah,
yeah.
I'd get mad. What was your first open world game you played? Because mine, I think, was Spider-Man 2 on the GameCube.
That could have been it.
Because I played the shit out of Spider-Man 2.
Same.
I played the ever-living shit in Spider-Man. That and like some SpongeBob game. I don't remember. That was your first open world, Spider-Man 2?
I want to say yes, but...
Or GTA or something?
Probably GTA 3, yeah.
Because my first GTA was the DLC for 4, the biker ones.
Mm-hmm.
I played that, the Ballad of Gay Tony, and then I finally got 4, and then 5 came out. So then I played 5. I didn't play any of the older ones though.
The San Andreas was by far the best one. It still is. I remember playing Vice City, and I remember kind of loving Vice City, but also hating it because like Vice City's like Miami, you're surrounded by water everywhere. Mm-hmm. And at the time, they didn't have the animation for swimming.
So you die?
If you get in the water at all, but there's boats and shit all over the place. You're going over jumps of lakes, and yeah, you're just nothing but surrounded by water, but it's like you can't touch it. But
what is the worst open world game you played?
The worst?
The worst.
Oh, that's a good question. I have no idea. I think it's probably a lot.
That you find good?
Conan the Barbarian, probably.
I've never played it. Yeah. I don't think I've heard of it.
God, it was not the best.
Was it bad?
Yeah, but you get to see titties.
Oh, there you go.
Because when you create your character, whatever, like armor and stuff, you can just take everything off and just have tits. And I think if you have a PC, you can get the bottom part too. But
there you go.
Yeah, so
that's what's up.
Some kind of redeeming factor, I guess.
You gotta find a light in the tunnel. I don't know. What would be the worst open world game? As soon as I ask this, all of them just get out of my mind. Like recent or like...
Genie, I guess.
I'm about to put a pause on that one. I have no idea.
Yeah.
I have... Most of the open world games I bought, I usually try and make something good out of it. Because they were like crazy expensive.
I'll tell you what the best open world game is, and this is including Kingdom Hearts.
Is Kingdom Hearts open world?
Yeah, I would say. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, because you can kind of traverse through all the world.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I think the best open world game, me personally, I think if I had one game I could only play forever, that's it. Probably be No Man's Sky.
I am nervous to play that again because of how it released, and it was a lot of backlash.
I heard it was really, that's what made me not want to play it. I heard so much bad shit about it and how it's horrible, but then, you know, 4 years later, I keep hearing about all this DLC that keeps coming up for it.
It was like, it's like
so
huge right now. Like
it's so much DLC, and it's all free. Like, to the point where people are like commenting and posting about like No Man's Sky developers, like, hey, let us like donate something. Let us give you money, because they've done so much to that game, and we've done it all for free, that people are literally just trying to give them money to like say thanks or something.
I just hear that the game, like some people, whenever a game releases bad, they won't touch it again.
Yeah.
I used to be one of those people, but after I played Cyberpunk, when I first bought Cyberpunk, it was when it first came out, fucking hated it. It was unplayable. I tried playing it on a PS4. No, Xbox One X. I played it on my One X. It was unplayable. I couldn't play it. And I sold it because they had like the whenever you bought it, you can like get a refund if you didn't like it, kind of thing. And now it just came out for PS5. It's a totally different game. It is.
Oh, it's back on PlayStation?
It's on PS5, yeah. It's awesome right now. I mean, it's not as good as what it should have been, but it's still really good.
I'm going to take your word on that. So.
I don't blame you.
Because honestly. I'm one of those guys that's like, it released so badly, I guess. I'm just not going to play it. Even though I said I just played No Man's Sky. If I hear a lot more praise of Cyberpunk, then maybe. But until then.
Which that was one of the biggest games to ever release. Was Cyberpunk, and it went batshit.
It got a lot of hype behind it.
It was the game of 2020.
Yeah, a lot of people say that, Witcher 3 is one of the best games of the generation.
I can't
either. But that is something my buddy Jordan, that's like one of his favorite games of all time, like by far. And, this is the game you're coming out with after Witcher 3. So
I tried playing it. I bought it on Switch. I was like, okay, got the complete edition.
Dude, that's why you fuck up.
True, I know.
But go ahead, sorry.
It plays okay, for 15 frames. No, it plays okay.
I saw since I played on PS4, I saw what it looked like on Switch, just a trailer.
Yeah.
I was just like,
of course.
Yeah.
But if you start on Switch, then go to PS4, it's a lot better.
But go ahead, sorry. Go ahead.
I can't. It's not for me. I also can't play Skyrim. I'm not one of those people that can play Skyrim. I much prefer Fallout.
Yeah. I played Skyrim, I just never beat it. There's so much you can do, though.
I'm not a diehard Skyrim. I can't do it. I tried, and I'm like, there's so much to do.
I feel like Skyrim would be so much fun if I could play the emulators and stuff.
They have mods on Xbox One.
Speaking of emulators, I was talking to a story. I was driving with somebody, and they was talking to me about Pokemon, right? They asked me if I played any of the old Pokemon games, and I totally forgot about this. I played Pokemon Red and Blue, the original one, but I didn't really play it how it's supposed to be played. I played an emulator, so instead of catching instead of catching Pokemon, you're catching Dragon Ball characters. So you would make two people fight each other.
Yeah.
Like it took me a while, but I finally caught a Teen Gohan, and I was like, yes! And I finally, you get an evolution, it goes from like Super Saiyan 1, Super Saiyan 2, whatever. I got Teen Gohan Super Saiyan 2, and I made him so overpowered.
Correct me if I'm wrong, I never seen Dragon Ball Super. I never seen Super Saiyan God episodes, none of that. I need to, but I haven't. Am I too loud?
No, you go keep going.
Isn't Teen Gohan like one of the weaker characters?
No.
In Dragon Ball?
No.
Because I thought like after Cell, he kind of quit being...
Oh yeah, no, he becomes a total bitch until like one moment. But like...
Because he tried to fight Broly and he couldn't do shit.
Yeah, okay.
Now correct me if I'm... It's been a while since I've seen...
Okay, so Teen Gohan is like one of the strongest characters in Dragon Ball until like... after Cell. And when you get the Buu Saga...
he was more powerful than Goku at one point.
Yeah.
Gohan was.
He still is in the Buu Saga at one point also. Actually, even at the very end of the Buu Saga, Gohan's still the strongest character, but he just can't beat Buu. But, yeah.
Nobody could beat Buu.
Yeah.
Only Goku could. Just barely.
Yeah. Even he didn't do it by himself. He had to have help. But, like, yeah. Anyway, fucking... Gohan's a very polarizing character because, including me, he's my favorite one, or was my favorite one, and they kind of just did him dirty. Even though he's like the strongest one of everybody if he wants to be. So,
I remember watching Cell episodes on Dragon Ball Z Kai, the like Nickelodeon ones. I remember watching those. Those were really cool. I remember watching the Broly fight, and that was intense, like really intense. I couldn't remember what part I got to. I think the androids. Is the androids before or after Cell?
It was before.
Was it? Okay.
Yeah, because the way Cell becomes...
he becomes more powerful by absorbing the androids. That's right. After Cell, I don't remember much. Or after Broly.
I can hear the cats in my headphones.
I was wondering if that was Phoenix. I was like, I don't remember.
Nah.
That came out Phoenix.
Nah, but, yeah, I even have a Gohan tattoo.
Yeah.
I'm a big Gohan fan, but...
You have Dragon Balls over there.
Yeah. Oh, speaking of Broly, Broly was never even a... Yeah, our coasters are Dragon Ball.
Just go ahead.
Coasters. By the way, camera. Yeah. There's Dragon Ball stuff all over the place. But Broly was not created by Toru Kiyama, who's actually the person who made Dragon Ball. So he was never canon. Like, so any kind of movie that's Dragon Ball at all.
Anything with Broly is not canon.
Well, not just Broly, but any kind of Dragon Ball movie. If it like Dragon Ball Z movie, it's not canon at all. It's just
for fun, kind of thing.
Kind of stuff. But people love Broly. So recently, there's been a Dragon Ball Super, which is like the new series. Actually, the very last movie that's came out, there's a new one coming out. It's not out yet, but as of this moment, the last one that came out is a Dragon Ball Super movie, Broly. And it's actually Broly redone, and he's actually canon now. They finally introduced him. And honestly, dude, I wasn't down for it. I'm like, dude, like, Broly, I'm over it.
Isn't it true? The reason why they made the Super episodes was because of Dragon Ball Evolution.
Yes.
Is that true?
Yes.
Is that real?
Yes.
Like, he got so pissed off. He's like, I'm gonna do it better.
No, yeah, because it was, by the way, the Broly movie, the last one, it was actually really good, by the way. So, but
I hear it was really good.
Yeah, it's actually really good. But no, Dragon Ball Evolution came out, and when they came out, Toru Kiyama, the guy who made it, he said that a long time ago, he's like, I'm done with Dragon Ball. Like, you know, like, that story's over. And
did he make GT?
Yeah, no. Well, he made characters for GT, like drawings and stuff, and came out with some plot points, but that's about it. But for the most part, no, he didn't make GT. But the Evolution came out, and he realized that, like, if he doesn't make anything more Dragon Ball, then this is how Dragon Ball is going to end. Is off Evolution.
It was bad.
Yeah.
It was really bad.
And so he got really upset because these goddamn Americans.
Always fucking up the shit.
Yeah, these fucking goddamn Americans fucking up all this stuff. He's like, I'm gonna do this myself. And so he made Super in order to, like, you know, put life back in Dragon Ball, so it's not tarnished with Evolution.
I thought when it came out, I was like, God, they're gonna run this on the ground. But evidently, it's like really, really popular.
My Super?
Yeah.
It's not that good.
Is it?
No. It has really cool moments, but it's really not that good.
Because I remember you telling me whenever we went to what was that place? We saw the Wild and someone fight.
Oh yeah.
I remember you telling me that I had to watch it.
No, the movies you should have watched.
Will I be confused?
What?
If I go to watch the movie now?
No. Okay, so look, here's the thing. There's one big reason why the show sucks. Dragon Ball Super has 3 movies out now, right? There was the Beerus movie, the Frieza movie, and then the Broly movie, right? First, the 2 movies, the Dragon Ball Super movies of Beerus and Frieza, those 2 came out first, and then Super anime like episodes came out, right? Like 15, 30 minutes long, however long it is.
Yeah.
The first like 2-3 seasons is nothing but rehashing the movies.
Oh.
Yeah. And it's really bad. It's just the movies, but a lot worse. So you could totally just fucking watch the movies.
Okay, cool.
At some point, it does break off and do its own thing, but
it's not important. Or
I mean, yeah, I guess it kind of is. But it's just one arc. Honestly.
I know eventually the Dragon Balls mean nothing in the show. I know eventually the Dragon Balls are like bullshit in the show. Like they don't mean anything. I mean, I remember they introduced like Majin Vegeta.
Yeah.
I lost track of that. I was like, what is he like a new Super Saiyan? Is he like a...
No. Majin Vegeta is just a guy who got taken over by Bob D to let him sorry. Here I am ranting on, just going off.
You're fine.
Shit.
You're fine.
No. Majin Vegeta is a guy named Bobbidi. He's the guy who controlled Boo, whatnot. He's the guy who released Boo and whatnot. Anyway, so Majin Vegeta knew that he had more power inside him. He's jealous of Goku and whatnot. He knows he can beat Goku. He knows he can get more power. But this whole, like, him having a kid and having family and this fucking goodness, I guess, inside of him is, like, holding him back, and he knows it. So he let Bobby take over his mind to bring out that evil again. And then that whole, like, he just, like, let everything out. And then he fought Goku. And that was the big thing. It was Majin Vegeta versus Goku Super Saiyan 2. Which Majin Vegeta, all that is just Vegeta Super Saiyan 2, but he's not holding back at all. So they fought. It's the first time they fought since the very beginning of the show. It was a big deal. Technically, Vegeta wins that fight, I guess, in a way. It was kind of even, right? It's basically even, but Vegeta like knocked him out from behind after he said that they were done fighting. So that was that. But then you find out, like, right after that, like, literally right after that, Goku, you know, when he wakes back up, he goes to fight Majin Buu himself. And he's like, oh, I've been holding back my power. And he's like, go Super Saiyan 3 for the first time.
Oh.
So.
Do you remember how big it was when he did Super Saiyan 4 for the first time?
Yeah.
Like the red fur and shit. Mm-hmm. And then when Gogeta happened, Gogeta Super Saiyan 4.
Gogeta Super Saiyan 4 is still badass. Dude.
Oh, yeah. There's actually a Dragon Ball game on 3DS, Dragon Ball Fusions. Mm-hmm. I think you should check it out. Do you have a 3DS?
I know what Fusions is, but
it's not canon at all.
I know, not even close. No,
but it is fun as hell.
Yeah, most of the Dragon Ball games, I think, there's not been a Dragon Ball game in a very long time that follows the canon Dragon Ball story. Really, except Kakarot, maybe.
Well, I played Xenoverse 2. That was awful.
Yeah.
I hated Xenoverse 2.
Same.
Kakarot, I didn't even want to try out because I was like, I hate Xenoverse. Why would I want to try this? And then I played Fusions, and I'm loving Fusions.
Well, apparently Kakarot's a lot better than Xenoverse. Like, a lot better. But I haven't played it myself either, so
I mean, how hard is it to make a Dragon Ball game fun? I mean, it's not...
I mean, they succeeded a lot, but they also failed a lot. One of my favorite fighting game... No, I'm going to say this on record.
Yeah, they made a fighting game of Dragon Ball. I totally fucking forgot about that.
There's a lot of fighting games, but my favorite fighting game of all time would probably be a Dragon Ball game. It's called Dragon Ball Z Budokai Tenkaichi 3. Mm-hmm. Very good. It was on Wii, and it had like 150 characters. It was so fun. Dude, I still have that. I have it in my in that bedroom. That in there, I have a list of just cut up characters, and just a bunch of names, and I would shake it up, and I'd make little tournaments out of them.
Huh.
And here's the thing: it's like 150 characters, but but also I included like they're saying. So if it's not just Goku. You got Goku Super Saiyan 1, Goku Super Saiyan 2, Goku Super Saiyan 3, Goku Super Saiyan 4, because who can beat who type of thing, and then. Whatnot. So I would like mix it up in this little bowl, and then I pull it out and make them fight each other, and have these long ass tournaments.
That's what's up.
Yeah, I say it like I did a lot. I did it 3 different times, and Android 17 won two times, which is a little bit more than coincidence. But and if you know Dragon Ball Super, what just recently happened, the last story, that is too much of a coincidence, also. So.
I don't know. I have to watch it.
Yeah.
Where can you is it on Crunchyroll? Is it on?
Yeah, Crunchyroll.
Okay. Because the last anime I watched on Crunchyroll was Hellsing. Hellblade.
Oh,
Hellsing.
yeah.
Yeah, I watched a little bit of Hellsing, and that was just fucking weird.
Oh, you don't like it?
Not that I don't like it. It's just I'm not used to anime.
Did you finish it?
No.
Okay, look. It's a great starter anime, dude. Also, Death Note.
Death Note?
Death Note.
Okay.
It's a great starter anime, and you would actually love it. Watch the first 2 episodes. That's it. Okay. If you don't like the first 2 episodes, you're not gonna like the story.
Okay.
That's it.
Now I tried Attack on Titan. I didn't like it.
That's fine.
I didn't like Attack on Titan.
Yeah, that's fine.
I love Avatar. I got my fiance into Avatar. Funny story. I didn't think she'd be into it. That was her first animation or anime show, and I was like, no, she's not gonna be into it. And I showed her a little bit of the movie, and she goes, okay, this isn't that bad. I'm like, oh, hold on.
Wait, the movie?
Yeah, the actual movie. This was before she's seen the show.
Mm-hmm.
So I showed her the movie, a little bit of it, and she goes, okay, whatever. And then I showed her the show. Mm-hmm. She fell in love with the show. And I'm like, gonna watch the movie again? She goes, yeah. She couldn't even get through 30 minutes of it. She's like, I fucking hate this. I was like, yeah, they ruined everything.
It was the biggest twist of all time.
Right?
M. Night Shyamalan, because he directed it.
Why? Who would compel to make M. Night Shyamalan the director for that movie?
I mean, he made a bunch of big hits, so...
And then he made a bunch of big flops.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, The Signs was good. Split was really good. But you ever seen The Visit? It's not that good.
Well, he made The Sixth Sense also.
That's true.
What does he make? He made Lady in the Water, which...
Unbreakable.
Unbreakable, yeah.
Glass, Split. He made a lot of good ones, just not a lot of his highs are really high, his lows are really low. Mm-hmm. But the anime is really good. I love Avatar. I just can't get into another one yet. I haven't found one that really kind of...
That's it, man. Watch first 2 episodes of Death Note and just see what you think.
When did you watch it?
Death Note?
Mm-hmm.
I watched it 3 times now.
Just now.
No, yeah. Before you got here, actually. No, I watched it by myself, obviously, once. And then I saw the movie was coming out, so I watched it again. I was like, oh, get ready for the movie. And then my girlfriend started watching it. My girlfriend liked it. My girlfriend doesn't watch anime, at all. And I showed her that, and she got really into it, so... like I started just watching it with her again. It's a really good show, dude. Like, really good show. Yeah.
We tried watching The Legend of Korra, and we can't get into it. It wasn't
same.
for us.
I tried that.
I was like, oh, cool, more Avatar
I watched
stuff.
season 1, and that's about it.
I mean, season 1 was okay, and then after that, I was like, I'm kind of, I can live without.
Go ahead.
They're making a new show with like an actual live action show, I think, or a live action movie, and they're making another one.
I don't know how I feel about that, but
I mean, I'll check it out, but I'm not gonna like go running to the theater.
you should be the first one there, dude.
Right? Just go there, come back here, and then tell you about it.
You should go dress up as Korra.
Nah, I'm going as General Iroh. You kidding me? That's my favorite character.
Season 1 of Korra, though, I did really like those the humans that were fighting. Like they had different equipment to like, make them fight the Avatar. That was a really cool idea. I like that.
And I like Korra. It's just, I don't know. It didn't hit as well with me. Since I was talking about theaters, did we talk about Harry Potter? Like how much did you like Harry Potter when it came out?
The new one or
like
the old
at
ones?
all? Like in general?
Yeah, I like it. I didn't watch them all like as they came out in theater. I stopped after like 4, but then I rewatched all of them somewhat recently. I would say within the past 2 years or so. Yeah, I really like it a lot. But I've watched Fantastic Beasts. I have not seen the 2 after that. So
Fantastic Beasts, the first one is the best. It's really cool, really funny. The second one, fucking horrible. It is god awful. Although I love Johnny Depp. I do. He's awesome in that movie. And the new one.
You mean The Abuser?
Yes.
I'm just kidding. I think the trial's over now, and I think
no, it's still going.
It's still going.
Yes.
Well, it seems to me.
Fucking Amber Heard is snorting cocaine in the middle of the trial.
Oh, I don't know what happened. I think we just like lost Slav. Whatever. We're just gonna keep going. As long as I got on camera.
You wanna check it out?
Oh, that's what happened. My fucking computer just fucking went off.
You mean?
No, it's all good.
Right.
Yeah, you can push spacebar or something. Maybe it'll come out. There we go.
Oh.
Hey, there we are. So,
maybe it'll catch up.
yeah, I lost what I was saying. I shouldn't even say anything.
Oh shit. Johnny Depp, Amber Heard.
Oh yeah, no, yeah. I'm pretty sure that Johnny is innocent.
He's gonna win.
Yeah.
If he don't,
seems pretty
I'll lose faith in humanity. There's too much on Amber.
Yeah.
And honestly, if Amber is still in Aquaman 2, I'm not watching it.
Yeah.
I'm not fucking watching it.
Poor fucking what's his name? The main character.
Jason Momoa?
Yeah, poor Jason, dude. Getting caught up on all
He's
this
the best
shit.
part of the movie, and nobody's gonna watch it.
Yeah.
Did you watch the first Aquaman?
No, I didn't know it.
Did you watch the new Zack Snyder Justice League?
I did.
Did you like it?
Yeah, I did, actually.
It was long as fuck.
I don't give a shit. It was still good.
Oh, it was good as hell.
I think after the Batman and after Justice League and all that, all these superhero bullshit, and man, I think it is okay to make a long Lord of the Rings too. It's okay to make a long ass movie. You can make it 6 hours, dude. But if that shit's good, it's good.
I would have loved. I heard that the new Batman movie, the Matt Reeves one, it was supposed to be 3 to 4 hours. It was supposed to be 4 hours, but they told him to cut it down.
Oh,
and I was
dude.
pissed as hell.
No, dude.
I was like, I know this is gonna be
make
good.
it 10, dude.
Right?
I'll take it the whole day off. I'll get DoorDash to the theater. It'd be cheaper than buying it inside.
I know it.
Fucking for real. There's something I've really been wanting to see. Like every day, I'm thinking about this at least once a day. Like for the past like week or so, is everything everywhere all at once. I want to see that so bad.
It's like a multiverse movie, right?
I don't know. Look, every time I see something about it at all, I leave it as fast as I can. I just keep hearing about how it's like
like the best movie of the year.
Yeah.
Some shit, yeah.
I want to know what's going on. I want to know why it's so good. So,
evidently, it's some. I don't know anything about it, but I've heard it's some kind of multiverse movie.
Yeah, I know. Doctor Strange just comes out of nowhere.
Yeah.
I'm just
Are you going to go see Doctor Strange?
I would much rather see Everything Everywhere at Once before Doctor Strange.
I'm taking my fiance for her birthday this upcoming Thursday to go watch it because that's her favorite Marvel character, Doctor Strange.
Actually, it's not my favorite Marvel character, but it is my favorite Marvel movie.
Doctor Strange?
Yep.
It is badass.
Yeah.
Although I do think the villain was kind of, they wasted Mads Mikkelsen.
What do you mean?
The main bad guy, Mads Mikkelsen's character, the one that's serving Dormammu. Yeah, they wasted him.
I like someone doing Dormammu.
Dormammu was badass.
Yeah.
But the dude that was serving him, the actual main bad dude, was wasted.
Nope, just in time. It's good. Oh, what did it say?
His video buffering, latency, and shit.
Oh. We have one view, and I'm starting to think we've had that one view for a while. So either we got one dedicated person, or that is just me recording. Oh, it's me! It's me! It's fucking me! It's fucking me!
Someone dedicated.
I've been watching myself this whole time. Obviously, it's me.
You got 2 followers.
Huh?
You got 2 followers?
I know, it's probably like TJ and one other person.
Fuck TJ.
Yeah. Damn it, dude. It's me.
How do you know it's you? Is it just because you're on your phone and on the computer?
Yeah, because I'm watching myself on the computer from the... Like, I'm recording on the phone, but I'm watching myself on the computer
I
right
would
now.
put it on, but my phone's like off.
Yeah. I'm sitting here thinking, like, yeah, we got one view, and it's me, dude.
we shouldn't have thought about too much.
I'm going to clip that.
Oh, God.
Anyways.
How much time we at so far?
Oh, we're at an hour and 30.
Ooh.
Yeah, no, you want to stop this and
I
start
don't
doing Resident
care.
Evil?
Whatever you want to do. I'm having fun.
Yeah, same.
We're just fucking around.
Kind of want a cigarette. Hold on.
You want to take
Yeah.
a minute? I gotta pee anyways.
Yeah, let's go ahead and I guess cut this off. If this is the Famous for Nothing podcast. I've been gone for like a month, so I don't remember what number it is.
33, 32, 33.
Hey, 3's my lucky number. I was born on 333, so.
Oh.
Yeah. Okay. So when I have podcast 333, it's gonna be a fucking huge podcast. Dude.
Yes.
I swear to God, like it's gonna be huge.
I should be 21 by then.
It's gonna be huge. What?
I should be 21 by then too.
Yeah. So yeah, stay tuned for 300 more episodes. But until then, this is episode 33 probably or something like that. Whatever.
Are we keeping the live stream going?
Yeah. I mean we can. Doesn't matter. I really don't want to move it. But yes, welcome. I mean not welcome. Goodbye, guys. This is Famous for Nothing podcast. It's been way too long, but we're back. We're back doing it again. Thank you for tuning in. And our next episode is going to be Resident Evil. It got cut out last time. We're going to go ahead and finish that. So tune in for the next episode.
And hopefully after that we can do Kingdom Hearts.
Yes. We're very behind on Kingdom Hearts right now.
Yes.
But bye.